Hello guys, hello, good morning. So we don't have any high impact news on Monday, and we used to have a medium impact news. It was on 8 o'clock FOMC member wall. It was not an important one anyway. This week we have news on PPI and also on Thursday. Tuesday tomorrow the Trump is going to speak at 9 p.m. So after the session in Asia. Okay, so let's analyze the daily bias. And so we are still in an inside day bar candle. Okay, this in this range we are for from the 2 weeks. Okay, and this is the third week, the current week. uh, on a daily, if we open the daily, we had a reaction from this midpoint of this range. Okay, and also we was having this new week opening gap where we are getting a rejection. This rejection I'm talking about. And also on daily, if you check, we taken out this sell side liquidity, and we also have taken out this buy side liquidity. So I'm going to mark down the previous day high and low because I don't have any bias again. And wherever we have a failure swing, we will look for the setup if we have one. Also on a 4 hour, let's check the 4 hour thing. Okay, on a 4 hour, we have taken out this buy side liquidity, but you can also say that this is the market structure shift short term, and we have a failure swings on this range. Okay, if we flip this fair value gap on a 4 hour, let's say, then we can look for the previous day high. This is what I can see on a 4 hour chart, because on daily and on a half weekly we don't have any strong bias. Yeah, I don't hold any strong bias, because even if you try to analyze and forcefully, if you are trying to make a drawn liquidity, then that is not a good sign. Because what will happen, what you will do, you will force your analysis, you will force your bias, and when the market is not respecting your bias, then you are going to gamble that setup, or you will force that setup. This is the daily chart. This is the daily fair value gap. Okay, and on a 15 minute, we do have this low as in drawn liquidity for the daily. And also I will like to mark the 7 o'clock low, because what I'm seeing right now, we have a failure swing, this low and this low. Uh, we have a equal lows. Okay, yeah, we have a equal lows. Okay, on this, and I will also mark the low of uh, low of session liquidity. Okay, and this is also the session liquidity. Yeah, and this high is the London high. Okay, this is the London session liquidity. I am marking this London. and this is the previous day high. And right now the structure is bullish, okay? And if you check, this is the big structure, this is the minor structure. On a RTH, let me mark this buy side liquidity, this sell side liquidity. The same for this. If you check the London and this low, it is almost similar level, so I'm not going to pay attention to this lows. We have a failure swing. If you check, we do have a failure swing. If we have some kind of reaction, then only we are going to look for the sell. My health is not good, bro. The mic is literally in front of my mouth. I'm going to mark down this low also. This is the yesterday's PM session low, and it will be the red color. Yeah. If I get some kind of bearishness, I will look for this low, okay? And if market is going for the below this low, it will be this as a target. Because we have tapped to the opening range gap CE, okay? And if we have some kind of change in state of delivery or a fair value gap, we will look for this low, the red one, and this purple one. If we close below this low, okay, let's say if we close below this low, then only it will be the more interesting shorts, because we don't have any change in state of delivery yet. Because if market was going this low, then it was having a change in state of delivery, and then we can look for this low and this low. On daily, do have this auto block. Let's see how this 15-minute candle is going to close, because right now we are in a premium about the 8:30 and also about the midnight, so I really don't want it too long after taking a buy side liquidity. Hello. Hello, Monique. Hello. Okay, I have removed the suppressor or compressor, whatever it is. I think my voice is loud. I wanted to have a bearish setup, but I need some kind of fair valuation. Then only I'm going to look for a sell because we do have this daily FVG also, and we tap to the opening range gap CE. If we get some kind of CIST or a fair value gap, then only it will be good. And also, if you see on ES, ES is extremely bullish. On Nasdaq, we don't have any fair value gap over here, and on ES, we do have it. Yeah, yeah, we need a strong confirmation. Then only we will look for a setup. Otherwise, because today is a Monday and we have a time on the days when the yeah, because this gap it was on a 15-minute. This one, yeah, and this gap I don't. This is not a fair value gap. I think on ES. Once we close the body over here, then it will become interesting to look for a shot. Otherwise, it will be just an stop run. That's why. And also, we have a minor SMT. If you check the ES, and ES has fully closed the gap, and Nasdaq has not done it. The first PD array, okay, this was the first PD array in a price action, the order block, okay. We are closing below this midnight, no 50%, sorry. On a 5 minute, okay. We need a strong reaction. Otherwise, I don't think so now because we tap to the 5 minute FVG and we are getting a change in state of delivery for bullish. If we close below this about if we close above this gap, then I don't hold the bearish bias anymore. But we do have a SMT. This is what I can see right now. And we also have a SMT with ES. Yeah, we do have a SMT. Yes, bro. I saw the SMT still have confusion on Yeah, we need a change in state of delivery. Without change in state of delivery, we cannot confirm the SMT. And the also thing is, we also need to have some kind of bearishness in a 5 minute. Right now, we are bullish in a 5 minute and getting bearish in a 1 minute. Let's see if we close below this, because I think we are going to do it. We do have a SMT. This setup, looking for if we get like this. And also on a 5 minute, we have an inverse FEG now. This will be the first FEG, okay, on a, after the 9:30, because we don't have created any fair value gap. This is the fair value gap. We do have a fair value gap over here. This fair value gap is good one. Where is FEG? This low and this low. It will be interesting. By the way, anyone took any sell? 25,004. That is really nice. You took a nice entry. You have a better entry than mine. I don't trade the 15 seconds. 1 minute is enough for me. On a 15 seconds, I think I can't hold my emotions. Yeah, you can book something over here. Yeah, the SMT is good when you have after the 9:30, not before the 9:30, because I have seen so many times that SMT got failed after the 9:30, after the before the 9:30 on this over here. It was the market short, but did not put so much risk, because today was the Monday, and the second thing is, uh, if the market was creating some kind of inefficiency over here. Then if price was coming over here, then I was shorting again with a good risk. GG, we are going to tap to the Asia low. Okay, this liquidity is not random. Okay, this low, this liquidity is not a random. 25,810. 810. Why you mark that? If you even target this, okay, if we flip this fair value gap, this one, let me mark this, and I will like to mark this as an IFVG. Okay, so if we close below this, okay, and if we have a strong displacement, then only we are going to look for this low. Otherwise, I'm not going to look for anything. I hope you understand. Today's execution, I don't use the PSP, Soul Shift P2P. I don't I don't use the PSP. I have tried so many concepts, but I just use the very minimum setups, and I just enter and exit on a nearest session liquidity. I don't chase to the long targets. Okay, even though if I know market can go over here or over there, I just don't wanted to chase the market anymore. If you close the 80%, then it is GG. Exit on nearest drawn liquidities or pre-market highs and lows. You always have to come from the liquidity uh, in the RTH chart at, because the ATH is good. I like the ATH chart, but RTH is going to tell you the where is the true liquidities, where is the nearest drawn liquidities. There is the hierarchy in liquidity also, and many people are not speaking about this. This law is important. We may target to this low because it is inside the fair value gap. And also, if you check the ES, we do have a SMT from this high to this low, higher high, higher low. And on a minor SMT, there was a minor SMT over here, and we check this SMT. I even said this thing. We have a clear SMT. This SMT was not that much good, but it was the clear swing highs and lows. I don't have a good analysis on a gold. I don't want it to analyze the gold anymore. Yeah, and I still think the market has not made a low of the session. Okay, because if this FVG is important, okay, this fair value gap is important. This fair value gap should be the breakaway gap. I I trade every day live in front of you guys. I share my idea where market can go and what is my thoughts. I also mark the PDRs levels what I am looking for. This is the previous day PM session low, and we align the fair value gap over here. And also the ES has not taken out this low because the ES is strong and NAS is weak. If anyone is going to look for the shorts, then they should short the Nasdaq. But if anyone has the long ideas, they should look for the ES to long because this is the strongest asset and Nasdaq is the weakest asset. We have failed the first PDRA, okay, and we have a balanced price range, and also this is the IFEG. Let's see how the price is going to react from this FEG. Right now we are inside the 5 minute FEG. Okay, I will mark this 5 minute FEG for you guys. Okay, I will sync this thing in a chart. And where is the real inefficiency? So if you check the price action, we just tap to this price. We don't need to rebalance about this. If we flip this gap, okay, then again we are going to go for this low. We are not going to target the. We are not going to look for the bottoms long or a top short. Okay, we need we need to see some kind of confirmation. Once we have a confirmation, then only we are going to look for shorts. Otherwise, we will just wait. And by the way, I have done for the day for my trading. I will analyze the market. I will be in a live for the half an hour. Half hour. I already took a shot from here to here after the 9:30 only. And once the price has taken out the pre-market highs and lows or session liquidities, then I don't look for the trades anymore. Over here, bro. ES has the manipulation, Nasdaq has the distribution. No, Nasdaq has the manipulation, ES has the distribution to the downside. ES might take this low, okay, 8 o'clock low, and Nasdaq can have a good break from this IFEG. If we retest to this FEG, then we can look for this low as a target, because we have tapped to the 5-minute FEG and we have rebalanced to the premium FEG. This is what the refined FEG I called. This low is the nearest drawn liquidity. Okay, this low. Yeah, I think so. Because if you check the 5-minute, we have a weak closing. Okay, and also we tap to the IFG. Plus, we rebalance till this refined FAG only. So if we have a good structure or good displacement, let's say if we have a change in state of delivery from this auto block, okay, then it will be the good setup. This is what I wanted to see in a price action like this, because right now we are making the auto blocks. And this is the 15-minute. We tap to the auto block. We also have a change in state of delivery. We have run the stop run to the buy side liquidity. This is the market structure shift, and we have already taken out this low and this low. And what is the nearest drawn liquidity? It should be this low and the midnight opening price of 00. So most of the time the price is going to react. It is going to go for this 00 only most of the time. And also the ES is getting bearish. And this candle is telling me there's some kind of reaction. And whenever you have a big wicks, you have to consider the wicks, not the body. So this should be our order block. The red one. It is this one, but I'm just marking this. Three minute, 2 minute, 1 minute, 4 minute. We don't have any inefficiency on a one on a 2 minute. We don't have anything. 3 minute also, 4 minute also, 5 minute. Yeah, we don't have any inefficiency in terms of inverse FEG. Only on a 1 minute we do have it, and we have a market structure shift over here, minor. Yeah, it is telling us the story. And on a 5 minute, we have closed the first bearish candle. So we need to see some kind of continuation to the downside till this low. And we also have a good closing and the minor market structure shift. I don't like the when the candle is going to make the big wick, okay, like this. I don't like the price action that time because it will be more choppy then. If anyone is taking loss or profit, it is not my responsibility. That's why I'm not showing you the entries, real entries, because if I'm going to show you like this, okay, some of you guys are what you guys are going to do, they are going to take an entry from here and they are going to punch the order. That's why I don't like to push this thing. I tell my analysis before, and I also tell you guys that what I wanted to see. And if price is making like this, I directly say you I don't like this big week because it is always be problematic for you guys. And see how the price action is. When the price is making the big wick, it is always going to have a chop chop. We have opened up the new 10 4-hour candle, okay, and let me check the 4-hour. Okay, so this was the 4-hour candle opening. We taken out the buy side liquidity, and we also taken out the sell side liquidity. We was inside the inverse FVG also, and this was the daily new week opening gap for the current week. And what I want to see, it should do continuation to the downside. And let me mark the 4-hour low. Okay, this is the 4-hour low. So I still think we are going to go for the sell side liquidity. The only thing we don't have any kind of confirmation. We have taken out the minor buy side liquidity over here. And if we have some kind of if we have a displacement with a fair value gap, then only it will be the high probability setup. Otherwise it will be the low probability, because price is doing the consolidation again, and we don't hold any daily bias. So we are just looking for the 4 hour and 15 minute. And if you ask me, do we hit the intraday targets, because I'm going to say yes, because we have taken out the pre-market low, and also we have taken out the London low. That this is the story. Now we are also going to flip this fair value gap. Okay, then we can look for this as a continuation, this low. Let me clone this thing. This should be the short term target, and this is the Asia low. I will mark this Asia low. Session liquidity. On a 5 minute, we have a closer. Okay, check this. We have closed the body below the IFVG. I wanna see displacement to the downside, and we have taken out the minor sell side liquidity. And I think we are going to go for this midnight. This is the low of yesterday. We have tapped this low. Yeah. Let me mark the 5 minute change in state of delivery. Auto block. And inside this auto block, we have this fair value gap. This is not a fair value gap. This is the CB. When you are going to look for the fair value gap, it should be a small fair value gap. This big fair value gap, but most of the time, it is going to tap to the 50%. Where is FH? This low. And I'm also looking for this rejection block on a 24,772 rejection block. If price is going to do a continuation, okay, if we have a great reaction from this order block, okay, then I think we are going to go for the Asia low and also the rejection block. After the Asia low, we can look for the rejection block, and also we have a fair value gap, so we should have a rebalance to this fair value gap also. This is the 15 minute, and I still think that we are going to have this as an proportional block, this green candle on a 15 minute. No, I finished my setup. I only take a one setup nowadays. uh this sell I have took, okay, from this low to this as an equal pre-market low as an target. Show you the sell was from here. It was the market entry exactly from here, okay, and exit was from here. We are going to have a displacement again till this midnight opening price. Now, right now we tap to the IFG. Let's see. If you see the small details, let's say ES has not tapped to this fair value gap and Nasdaq has tapped to this fair value gap. The next candle should be bearish and it should take this low, and price is going to take this Asia low because we are really near to the Asia liquidity, almost 28 points. I think when the market took the London high in the initial, I will look for the London low because of the extortion. Uh, Look, most of I have trained myself. Okay, most of the time I only target the pre-market liquidities and the London liquidities. I don't hold my trades for the long targets, but I'm doing the tape reading for you guys. I have told them that I'm looking for this low even before starting the 9:30. Once I see some kind of confirmation with the SMT or a change in state of delivery, then only I'm going to enter. By the way, guys, those who have not followed the Perform Perk X page, I hope you are going to follow this page. It will be the big help and big support from you guys. By the way, we are really done for the game for the daily because we have taken out the 2 to 3 sell side liquidity. This is Asia liquidity. It is just an extended targets. I hope you guys are understanding this thing. check the 5 minute. This FEG. This is the Asia low as in liquidity. Yeah, there are the different things. Look, whenever you are looking for the like this setup, okay, you also have to look for the where is the opening price of the 8:30, where is the midnight opening price, because this is the dynamic premium and discount. Yeah, it is the Nasdaq, NQ means Nasdaq, and I am trading the micro contract. I'm not trading the mini. And once the price has taken out the multiple lows, like this is the session liquidity, the pre-market low. This was the London low, the 2 o'clock low. So if you are trading the futures, let's say you can trade with the NQ and the mini and the micro. So if you trading with one contract, let's say, okay, if the Nasdaq is moving for the $1 on a micro, it will be the $2. But if you're trading with a mini and if the price is moving for the $1, it is going to be $20 as in profit. So it is almost like 10x. Uh, I consider myself as an intraday trader, okay, not a scalper. I scalp because most of the trades, okay, sometimes my trades are more, I'm holding for the 20 to 30 minutes, and some of these days it is going to hit in a under the 5 minute. So I just trade the AM session. I'm not looking at a pre-market or a post-market. Okay, so yeah, scalp. Most of the time you can count me as an scalp only. I only trade the AM sessions, so AM session trader. And once the price has taken out the major sell side liquidity, and then I do not even hold the trades for the long time, because I'm going to expect this thing again and again from the next day. That's why I do the base hits like 1.5 hour or 1 hour or maybe 2 hour. Yeah, look, price has taken out the PM session low on electronic trading chart. Price has taken out the uh, pre-market low, okay, and this was the this low was important. I told you guys because we was inside this gap, okay, and if we do some kind of if we do the continuation, then only we are going to look for this rejection block as a target or a Asia low. No, I only trade the prop firms. In India, you cannot trade with your own money. If you are trading with your own money, then it will be problem for you. Rocky, I don't know. Yes, I'm Indian, and I'm trading this market. I start trading the Nasdaq from 2 years. Okay, I used to trade the forex, but with the ICT concept, I'm trading the ICT concept from 2021 March. Order flow, order flow. Yes, I know the order flow, but I don't know how to use it. I know I have seen that tool, but I don't know how to use it. Uh, no, Rocky, I don't wanted to change my setup, so I'm not going to learn anything anymore. I do not even watch the ICT anymore. I stopped watching ICT in 2023, and I have a big improvement after 2023 in my trading, because you have to figure out your own setup. You don't have to look for anyone's setup. Once you understand what you're looking for, then you can trade with your own setup, and you just have to follow your risk management. And the most important thing is, after taking a loss, how you're going to react. One of my friend was using the order flow, and he was having the extremely good win rate, but his psychology was really not good. I learned the ICT 2020 model, some of his other concepts. Yeah, it is really nice. You just have to watch the one or two mentorship. Don't watch the everything, because I have watched every mentorship, and what is going to happen? He's going to confuse you. It does not mean I don't understand anything, but yeah, but just telling you, you don't need to use everything. You just have to keep in mind. Okay, there is this thing. You don't have to draw all of this thing in your chart. So that's why I only mark the session liquidity and a fair value gap. I just focus on a high and a low. Yeah, you don't need to watch 24 or 25. You do not even watch. You don't need to watch everything, bro. I'm telling you, because it is going to be confusing for you, Sandeep. You don't need to do it, because it will be. You're not going to stay on a one model. You have to figure out how you behave. What is your date? How you wanted to approach your trading? Like, you want to be a scalper or a day trader or a swing trader. You have to figure out yourself first. If you check the 5 minute FEG, okay, we tap to the session liquidity, and also this 5 minute FEG, and we did not close the body above this. So this was the interesting part. This is what I have analyzed so far in a price action. I am not going to look for any trade. I'm just analyzing in front of you. So if you don't trade with your own money, then how any firm? Yeah, I am trading with Lucid, Tradify, and My Funded Futures. Only the three firms right now. You guys are. We don't have any strong bias, because I already told you. If you check the daily, okay, We are in a consolidation. We are into the small range right now. And if you check the weekly, we are inside day bar candle. One, two, three. This is the third week. We are trading inside this February candle, February 2 Feb candle. Yeah, there is not, we don't have any drawn liquidity. You guys can say me, okay, you don't understand, but you need to understand when there is not, when we don't have any strong bias, we just have to trade with the intraday volatility or intraday session liquidities. You cannot force your analysis. If you are forcing your analysis, then it will be hard for you, and you're not going to understand where the market is going to go next. That's why I'm using the SMTs, and not SMTs only for the confirmation. It is the confirmation tool or the manipulation tool. It is not a trade idea tool. The CAST is going to confirm that SMT. No, you can trade every prop firm in India, by the way. We don't have any restriction. We used to have a restriction for the FTMO, but now you can trade with the FTMO also. Look, whenever you're going to trade with the prop firms, those prop firms are not real money. We are not trading with real money. So we are not investing in any country. Uh, so we are not an investor. We are just an analyst or the service provider. So whenever you're going to file the, if you force them, yeah. But you cannot open the forex account and file the tax properly. So that's why I only trade with the prop firm money. I don't trade with a real broker. I already told tell this thing way before. In India, we don't have any restriction. You can trade with every prop firm right now. And if you check the prop firm perk, if you are going to buy any accounts, you can look for the prop firm perk as an, and you can also check the what is the uh, good discounts. Yeah, FTMO is a CFD firm. Futures are different, and the CFD firms are different. On a, you know, if you are trading with the futures, you can have, you can scale good. The price is going to tap this low, okay, and what I'm seeing right now, once the price has taken this low, okay, because this is the first drive, second drive, and I'm expecting the third drive to the sell side liquidity, and then I'm not looking charts anymore after taking this sell side liquidity. Yeah, I have taken out the setup. This sell I took. Also going to do a breakdown on Twitter. We have this small fair value gap, a small displacement. Okay, so what I'm expecting from the 1030 candle, we should distribute to the downside till this low on this over here, this sell. if you check this gap, okay, on a 15 minute, we do have this unfilled fair value gap. So price should rebalance till this gap, and this is also the discount fair value gap, bullish fair value gap. And if you check the 50%, it is also aligning with the rejection block. And this is the proportional block on a 15 minute. And this was the change in state of delivery. And we was having the market structure shift over here also and over here also. So yeah, you need to know where is the displacement, and once you have some kind of confirmation like an SMT, then only you shall enter in these trades. The main thing is you need to know that okay, we have hit this low, this pre-market low and the London lows. You have to stop trading, otherwise you are going to caught in this range. And ES is going to tap this current day low also. 3 to 4 years. 3 year no. If you ask me, one point no 18 months. Okay, 18 to 9 and 19 months, and then I start to refine my setup. I was figuring out my setup. I was not knowing what I am looking for exactly, and which thing I should look for, where making a mistake. And if you the main thing is you have to understand also how you behave. You have to master your psychology and discipline and everything. Trading is not about the setup. It is always about the how you look for setups and how you are going to manage your risk. If you are going to take a stop loss, let's say you took a loss today. After taking a loss, are you doing the revenge trading or not? There are the different things. That's why I'm saying you trading is not for everyone. Look, even if you are trading with the EMAs or any other strategy, I have a friends those who are trading with a supply and demand. They are a profitable traders. So that's why I'm telling you, you don't need to. You can trade with any concept, but how you are reacting after taking loss, how many trades you are taking. If your setup is if your setup is there every day, then how you are managing those setups. There are the different things. That's why I'm saying how you are managing. Yeah, and you only have to trade with the one setup. You don't have to master You cannot master every setups. This is what I have understand one thing. Once you understand what you are looking for or which lows and highs, then because if you check my analysis, uh, if I'm looking for this low or this low, I always check, okay, do we get some kind of rejection or reaction? Once we have a reaction, then only we are going to trade, right? By the way, we hit this low, okay? I told you guys that I will be there once the price has taken out this low, and we have taken out. Thank you for watching the live stream. And if anyone is taking any account, you have to use the PERK as an code, okay? You're going to get the highest discount on with this code in every prop firm. And I'm only affiliated with the good firms, and the Lucid is in a trending right now. You can buy the Lucid accounts for the $65 only for the 50K account. It is the lowest price in a history, if you ask me, for the 50K accounts. If anyone has any question, you can ask me right now before closing the stream. And please hit the like button. We only have the 18 likes.